that transit equity really takes place in North Minneapolis. I want you to know that ever since I got into Congress, and even before that, a line, including North Minneapolis, has been a top priority for me in transit. And I just want to mention to you that I want to tell you that there are roles and responsibilities here. I'd like you to let you know my role, what my responsibility I have, and so you can know that, and then so you'll be better able to push on certain points of this chain that I'm going to lay out for maximum benefit to you. You understand what I'm saying? You have the federal government, you have the state government, you have county government, you have the city, and you have the Metropolitan Council. And there are various areas where people have control, and I want to tell you about my part, the federal government's part. Let me tell you what I don't do and what I don't want to do. I don't want to be too involved in exactly where the line goes, okay? That is a local prerogative. Politicians who are home every single day are better at knowing that, and you talk to them more than you talk to me, because I'm in Washington, D.C., where you sent me 3, sometimes 4, sometimes 5 days out of a week. So my role is not to say the line's going to go up this street or go down that street or turn here or turn there. That is what you all will decide and will tell local public officials to do. My job is to get every single penny I can possibly find from the federal government to support the Bottineau project. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm going to get the money for the project, and I've already got some for studying the line, and I'm going to work on more. But I want you to know that that's going to be my role. Another role that I will play is federal legislation. One of the things that is going to make this Bottineau line and give you more flexibility as to where the line will go is the fact that we work to get the Department of Transportation to change the cost effectiveness index to include livability. Okay?
Yeah.
Now let me just say that before it was changed, which was just about a week ago, I introduced a bill that said you must include livability in the cost effectiveness index. Before the change was made, and we didn't even have to make a legislative change, the Secretary of Transportation said, this is a good idea, I'll just change it. But before, all they did is they looked at how many, they wanted to have the shortest ride possible and the quickest ride possible to get people from the urban downtown way out. So when it came to, well, what about local community? It was like, well, if it slows the line down, it's going to hurt the cost effectiveness index and make it less likely. But once we got livability involved in the equation, it opens up things quite a bit. My responsibility was to put pressure on the Secretary by introducing legislation. I did that. We won that. So that's a good deal.
All right.
So, with that though, let me tell you this. As I've talked to partners around the metro, like Peter McLaughlin is a tireless advocate for transit. There are many others. I've always said, look, you know, I'm willing to help on Southwest Line, Central Corridor, North Star, no problem. But you must commit to me that you will support Bottineau. And I think we have general consensus and buy-in from everybody. It's on the table. We've gathered monies to study. The study money came from the federal government, and so this is important. Let me just say that in this course of this event, you all are going to be engaged and going to be coming to many more meetings. Tempers are going to get up there, okay? But I want you to know that that's okay. I only ask you to be respectful to each other at every stage of the game and give everybody the credit for good intentions. You can say you're wrong, but I know your heart's not wrong. You understand what I mean? That'll help us stay in the conversation. Very, very important. Because when you start talking about putting the line here, putting the line there, putting the line somewhere else, somebody is going to have their street torn up. Somebody is going to be inconvenienced here or there. And somebody is going to be able to get on a stop after and it's going to be closer to their house and not as close to somebody else. There will be people who feel like they got more than others and others got more than the other one. I'm telling you, we need to hang together, stay involved, get your opinion in there, and work out what is best for all concerned. This is going to be important. And let me tell you, it can work, because the folks who live up and down University Avenue, they were fighting just to get some stops along their street. And for a long time, and Metric Giles is from St. Paul, he knows what I'm talking about. It was a tough battle. It was a year's battle to get the 3 stops that they needed. But when they looked at transportation access, they found that this rail line, which was supposed to what? Improve people's access to the rail, actually lowered it. Because you can walk out on your street and get on the bus, but this rail line was going to have stops that were far away, a mile from your house. So for some people, the rail line that was supposed to improve transportation access actually diminished it. Right? But these folks, they stuck and they stayed and they didn't quit and they didn't back down. They pulled on me, they pulled on the federal government, they pulled on all kinds of folks, and they got their 3 lines. And the name of their group is, what is it?
Stops for us.
Stops for us. Stops for us. Transportation equity is a huge issue. Transportation determines whether you get to your job or not, or whether how cost effective it will be, how quickly you will get there. It talks about putting income into families. So this stuff is a big deal, and you know that. That's why you're here tonight. Am I right about that?
Right.
So let me just say that we brought a whole lot of information here, but I just want to run through a few things because I know Bob wants to move this meeting along, and I agree with him on that. But I just want to tell you that I'd like your help to continue to support the work I'm doing. I need you to help I need you to write me some letters demanding that the transportation reauthorization happen. The bill, that's a 6-year reauthorization of the transportation bill. And I want you to write a very sternly worded letter to me so I can take it to the transportation chair and other people and say, see, these people really want reauthorization of the transportation bill. This bill is a huge bill, and it puts massive amounts of money into our community, and we can do it in a way that will promote equity in transportation, reduce our carbon footprint. We all need to be worried about pollution and global warming. It'll improve our economic viability, and it'll improve our overall well-being and quality of life. Few minor points. I want to just say as I wrap up that this is a process that you need to stick and you need to stay. I hope that you all will continue to demonstrate this level of enthusiasm. It's very important. But I'm looking forward to the day when I can get on train right on one of these streets over here, whichever one you pick, all right, and ride all the way out to Maple Grove, and then ride on back. So that's all I want to say, and I'll be happy to answer questions. The reason I have to leave is not because I have somewhere to be. It's just that I got a bad cold and I need to get well so I can do this all over again tomorrow. So I don't mind staying for a little while, but I hope you all will forgive me if I need to get some NyQuil and get some sleep so I don't spread disease all over the place. Thank you very much.